Hi everyone, I'm Amir, and I started this channel in order to share insights, frameworks, tools, and examples on how generative AI can be done right. I'm doing this because I have a passion for helping people, businesses, and society in general create value through technology. Today, I want to share a framework I've found useful in my work with enterprises, startups, and service companies alike. The Generative AI Product Enhancement Matrix. This framework is a practical way to think about incorporating generative AI into your products or services. In this video, I will try to give you an overview of the framework, and in future videos, I will dive deeper into how you can apply this in different contexts.
Often when I talk with executives and product managers about generative AI, they feel overwhelmed by the possibilities and don't know how to start thinking about integrating it in their products. As a good starting point for this, I suggest the Generative AI Product Enhancement Matrix. Let's jump right in to see what it's all about. The matrix is a tool to help you explore AI-powered product innovation systematically. On one axis, we have product aspects, key areas of your product that could be enhanced. On the other, we have generative AI capabilities, different things that this new technology enables us to do at growing scale and speed, and in decreasing costs. By looking at where these axes intersect, we can find interesting opportunities to improve our products. Let's break it down and see how this works. First, let's look at the product aspects axis. Here, you should list the core areas of your product that can possibly be supercharged with AI. For example, for a digital product, typical aspects might include the user interface, the user flows, integration with other software, security features, data processing, etc. In addition, we might include things like personalization, accessibility, and any other core capabilities that impact our product's functionality and performance. Depending on the type of your product or service, these aspects may differ. For instance, if your product or service is delivered in a physical environment, say a retail store or a hotel, then interactions with staff or other key moments in the customer journey could be considered. Each of these aspects could present unique opportunities for generative AI enhancement. Here, we will list the growing number of mature technologies that we can tap into and leverage. In essence, these capabilities allow you to think about intelligence as a service or as a commodity, usually available via APIs at an ever-decreasing cost and rapidly improving quality. Here are some key generative AI capabilities you can already consider for your products. Text generation and processing. This includes a wide variety of sub-capabilities, such as summarization, language translation, reviewing and improving text, sentiment analysis, and more. In addition, you can consider code generation, annotation, and code review as another form of text capability. Another core capability is related to visual assets. This involves image, 3D objects, and video generation, image manipulation such as removal of background or objects, face swapping and lip syncing, and more. A third category of generative AI capabilities is all about audio and voice. It includes transcribing voice, generating speech from text, including voice clones, creating music and sound effects from text prompts, and the like. The fourth group of capabilities worth mentioning can be called data augmentation. Here we are talking about the ability to query or talk to all kinds of data in natural language and get insightful responses. It enables searching and synthesizing data from long documents and massive databases, or from audio and video recordings at incredible speed and growing accuracy. Each of the generative AI capabilities can be applied to different aspects of your product, creating a matrix of possibilities. A great advantage of this framework is that as the generative AI capabilities continue to emerge and evolve, we can extend the second axis and continue to discover product enhancement opportunities. Let's see how this matrix works in practice. Imagine we're working on enhancing a project management software. We'll explore a few intersections of our matrix to generate innovative ideas. First, let's match the user interface product aspect and the text generation capability. We could implement dynamic AI-generated tooltips and help text. As users interact with different elements of the UI, the AI could generate context-aware explanations or tips, making the interface more intuitive and reducing the learning curve. A second possible interaction is user flows and data augmentation. By analyzing user behavior and project data, we could create an AI assistant that suggests optimal workflows. For instance, it might recommend the most efficient sequence of tasks based on successful past projects. Yet another connection could be between the product integration aspect and code generation capability. To enable custom integration with other tools, we could use AI to generate custom API connectors. Users could describe the desired integration in natural language and provide relevant API documentation. And the AI would generate the necessary code, making it easier to connect with various third-party services. Want even more ideas? Let's connect accessibility and voice synthesis. To improve accessibility to specific users, we could implement an AI-powered screen reader that uses advanced voice synthesis. This could provide more natural-sounding audio descriptions of UI elements and project data, enhancing the experience for visually impaired users. See how quickly we generated innovative ideas? That's the power of this matrix. By systematically exploring the intersections between product aspects and generative AI capabilities, we can uncover opportunities that might not be immediately obvious. Remember, the goal isn't just to add AI for the sake of it, but to enhance your product in ways that truly benefit your users and align with your product strategy. As you use this matrix, always keep your users' needs in mind. In my work with various companies, I've found that this approach helps product managers and developers make sense of what is possible and what is desirable. It's not just about following trends, but about finding unique, valuable applications of generative AI that solve real user problems.
I'm excited to continue this journey of exploration with you. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel so that you are the first to learn about new videos that I upload. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you used a similar approach in your work? Do you have any interesting AI enhancement ideas you've come up with using this matrix? Drop a comment below and let's discuss. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to exploring more generative AI product innovation topics with you in future videos. This is Amir. Well, to be honest, it's my generative AI avatar. I'll see you next time.